Hey, before we start this episode, there is brand new Crumb merch.
Merch alert! Merch alert!
Should I say anti-Crumb merch? We're selling them at the shows.
We're not. This is not a pro crumb show. Therefore, you'll be getting no pro crumb merch.
We have anti-Crumb merch and pro loaf merch stickers.
We do have pro loaf stickers.
We're putting a photo of the anti-Crumb
Is the
merch.
new merch? They're going to be available at the upcoming live tour, and then all the leftover ones online. So obviously, because the real loaves coming to the shows, they get first pick.
Yep.
And obviously, it's just like a loaf. All the crumbs get all the
Snapped
crumbs
up.
at the end.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're just left with whatever's left.
And we'll also have our own t-shirts and some other shit as well. And we take FPOS and card. We'll see you there. FPOS and card, FPOS and cash. Bye. Okay, welcome to episode 40 of the Luke and Lewis show. Okay?
You okay?
I'm okay.
We're okay. I'm okay. Okay. Let's get into it.
Imagine if Matthew McConaughey went, okay. Probably wouldn't be as appealing.
That's what he does do.
No, he says all right, doesn't he?
Yeah, he says all right.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the show, guys. How you feeling? Hope you're feeling well.
I like
How are you,
that-
Luke?
Yeah, I'm good. I like that
good.
you could pretty much say anything in Matthew McConaughey's voice, and you actually just convinced me then for a second. Like, no, I'm pretty sure that's the quote.
Yeah. Like he could say something else.
Which
like,
means that there's zero substance behind anything he says. It's
let's
just
punch
the
a
voice.
toddler. It sounds like him.
That's good.
That is what he says.
Yeah, I'm
He
sure
does
that's
say that a
probably
lot.
what he does
Yeah,
as well.
true.
Maybe.
As a group,
Allegedly.
collective.
No, not allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly means allegedly. So
Yeah.
we
I
protect
just don't want
ourselves.
Matthew McConaughey to come after me.
Well, you're fine because you're not a toddler.
No, but it's more of a defamation thing. If we just
No, he only sues toddlers.
oh great,
Yeah.
yeah, or punches them.
Yeah. He punches them and then sues them. You hurt my hand. Allegedly.
So there's a few things we need to get to before we look. We've got tour stuff to get to, and that's great. And obviously the tour starts tonight if you're in Brisbane.
Yes, it does. Sold out. Woohoo.
Tomorrow night if you're in Friday night if you're in Sydney. Saturday night, obviously the Loogies. We're all excited.
Everyone's coming to
We have a
that.
lot of stuff to get to, but before I've kind of come up with a little game, and I thought of it on the way here.
To play at the shows?
No, for us just to play now.
I love
Just
games.
to start the podcast off. I thought we could let's just do a little warm-up type game.
Yep.
Get us in the zone for
Okay.
some laughs, a lot of fun,
Now,
and some
is
singing.
this going to be fun for us?
Oh, yeah, and it's also fun for the audience. They can
Okay.
try it at home. So
Cool.
people obviously will be aware. You're aware of the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. This...
Oh, yeah.
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 And Keelan, you'll know it from
It's
Shrek
called
3.
the Immigrant Song.
Yes.
I didn't know it was called
This
that.
one, like,
Why is
comes
it
with
called
a-
that?
Not sure.
Yeah.
That's just what it's called. Oh no, it's called Immigrant Song, like not the, like
Immigrant Song.
but often
It's a strange name for a song.
I don't really know what it's about. Maybe it's about immigrants. I'm not sure. Anyway, everyone knows this bit, right?
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh no, wrong bit. It's this bit.
Yeah. Ah, that's good.
I reckon I can do the best
Yeah.
ever. I was doing it in the car. I reckon I sound exactly like the
You were
recording.
doing it in the car.
Yes, on the
Yeah.
way here. I was listening to some oldies, to some
Yeah.
classics
So
on the
you-
way in today.
You think you can sing?
I'm doing these ones. I'm hitting the steering wheel, and I just felt it, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, would you like me to do it? I'll do
well,
mine?
If you're the best,
I
should you go last?
should go last.
Okay.
All right. Would you like the music to count you
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
Okay. All right, and go.
Ah!
Oh, I mistimed it. Hang on, where's it coming?
Mate, I don't. Okay.
Now go.
What do you reckon?
Too like
Pretty good. Too high,
too high, I think.
but also sounds not high enough.
Yeah. So does that mean it's just off?
I
pitch
think
or off key?
he's a good singer and I'm not.
No, this was my theory.
Yeah.
I didn't think he's a good. I've come up with a theory today. I don't think
Yeah.
a lot of old singers are good singers.
He's
in
an
old rock
incredible
bands.
singer.
Who-
Him?
Is it? Who is it?
I don't know his name.
I
just
know
that
Jimmy
he's-
Page is the guitarist.
He's the guy in the school uniform.
No, that's
Oh no,
that's
who
the
am I thinking of?
guitarist from AC/DC.
Oh, whatever. Matthew McConaughey would hate him.
You'd probably punch him.
Yeah.
He'd probably throw a toddler at
Well,
him.
who's this guy?
I
thought it
Robert
was-
Plant.
Nah.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
Led Zeppelin band members. Look that up. I think it's Robert Plant. Yeah.
Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I don't know anything about Led
Anyway,
Zeppelin. I've just
Are you ready to
discovered.
go, Keelan?
I don't want to do it.
Oh, no, you have to. It's a
I have
game.
I don't want to.
But I said it's a fun little game to get
Ah.
us in the mood for fun.
You don't like fun?
Do you hate fun?
Yeah.
All right, let's give a chance for the people listening to do it. All right, so wherever you are, we'll count
If
you
you're
in.
on the train, in
right?
the library,
Yep.
school,
Here's your tens. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're about to count you in now.
here you go.
And go.
Go. Not bad.
How did you guys
Not
go?
bad. Pretty
A
good.
few good ones, few bad ones.
There were some good ones, some bad ones. I think it was pretty hard to judge who did what scream. 'Cause There was
Yeah.
about 3,000
It
screams
was overwhelming.
then.
And Keelan, it's your turn. You ready?
Yep. Here we go.
I didn't commit.
The most self-conscious
All right.
scream ever.
Jeez,
I
I
reckon
hope-
that's even more self-conscious than the celeb spot intro.
Celebs first. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Jeez, this better be good. That's it.
Do you reckon that was good?
No. That was,
Do you reckon?
No, that was like so quiet. He's obviously going hard.
Oh, but it's hard to go like hard when you're really focusing
I
on like...
did. I did it loud. It was awful, but at least I committed.
Okay. Hang on, need to do it one
Come
more
on.
time.
Yeah. Act like an immigrant.
What does that mean?
It's an immigrant song, isn't it?
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Well, I don't know. Just
Scream
pretend you're
and
trying
be
to
really
cross the
loud.
border.
Okay.
Hey, Luke. Can I think that's
Don't interrupt
enough.
me.
I think that's enough.
Come to the land, to the ice and stone. I don't think he's a very good singer.
I think that you're an awful singer.
I reckon that was pretty good. And I think a lot of people in the sound of section
We'll be deaf.
will be. I was gonna say will disagree with me, but don't you reckon that was a fun game at least?
Not really.
I thought that would be such a fun game. Just like the
Guys,
podcast.
sound off. Out of 10, how fun was that?
I reckon that's a pretty fun game.
Solid 3. What do you reckon, Keelan?
Yeah, that was about a 3.
About a 3.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
pretty harsh.
Yeah, it was just kind of screaming in a shed.
Pretty fun game. I back that.
You need more hobbies, man.
Yeah, probably. I actually have been trying to find another hobby. Oh, I realized what my thing would be to piss you guys off in the car. You remember we were talking about you played a Keelan an audio drama recently in the car?
Oh, yeah.
A Warhammer audio drama, and
Yeah.
you were like, what would you play?
Sing along to Led Zeppelin.
That I was thinking just like I just play you like a Panic at the Disco album.
Yeah,
You
that'd
two
get
would
me.
Probably fucking hate that.
That would get me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And I'd probably play their worst
mm,
as well, which I still like.
right.
So that
Well,
you'd hate that.
Speaking of the audio drama that I played Keelan,
Damn.
because
gonna put it
Keelan,
up again.
you quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, I
you were
did.
looking to get into the universe. Well, what I've brought in
Oh no.
is I've brought in. It's
shouldn't
your
have-
lucky day, boys. I've brought in. These are great jumping
Oh.
on points for the Warhammer
Can you
universe.
lose the plural on the boys?
What I have here for you boys.
Can you no, it's not for
is-
me.
For you, Keelan, I've
Yeah,
got First and Only, written by Dan Abnett. I think he's one of the best science fiction
Is this an
writers in the world. No, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just really promoting this brand for free. This is a great
I don't
jumping
think
on
you
point
should be.
for all of the listeners.
Just we're looking for
If you
another
wanna get into
sponsor on the podcast.
Warhammer
and
Fiction. First and Only by Dan Abnett.
Just don't think we should
Great
be giving
jumping on
free
point. There you go,
promo.
mate.
You?
And for you,
Oh no,
also by Dan Abnett, Horus Rising. This is
Me?
Yeah.
oh
This is if you want to get into the Warhammer 30k universe. Going to be honest, a little bit harder to get into than this one, but I trust, seeing as you've read a few Specky McGee books, you might understand.
I'll be
that.
honest, a lot thicker than most of the books I read.
Yeah, and
Um,
not in the realm of books, quite a small book.
Yeah, not a woman's weekly.
No,
Yeah, not a new idea
Mm.
type magazine. There's no pictures.
no.
So this is Warhammer.
Yeah,
This
that's
is about
Warhammer, and that's the start of a series. You can stop after reading that one if you want, but there are more in that series that Dan Abnett's written,
Okay.
and I really enjoyed that
Thanks.
one. That was my second book actually.
I don't know any of these words. That's the Mournival. Keeler
Mournival.
asked her Pictor shooting. First Captain Abaddon, Captain Torgadon, Captain Aximan, with then the Captain Sudari. And I said, I can't read this book. That's going to take me ages.
Yeah, there are quite a few 3-syllable words in there.
Yeah.
You might struggle with that.
It's like in year 11 when I tried to read A Clockwork Orange and I gave up because after the first page of looking at the dictionary that many times, I couldn't be bothered.
Well, to be honest, Warhammer, lots of made up terms and words because it is in the future. Picta, that's kind of a camera.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Picta, yeah. But
yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of you get a vibe for it. That one's not too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, this one I would say that the Horus Heresy, the start of it, is probably a bit too complex to begin with. But that's what I'm currently reading. That's the first book in like a 56 book series. If
Did
you're
you say
interested.
this was Warhammer 40k?
Yeah,
It says 40,000 on the back.
that's the logo.
Oh, okay.
But this is like the prequel. So
Oh my
Keelan's in
God.
40,000.
Oh,
That's
my-
based
Can we play my
30,000.
fucking game again?
Yeah, nah. Maybe. Hey, how about Luke?
Yeah.
We're even.
I reckon.
We're even.
And
'Cause that sucked, and I would say that this sucked
Now,
too.
I'll be honest.
Give it back
I
You don't
didn't
deserve
want it. I'll be honest.
if you finish that.
Actually, I need some. I'm moving out. I need some free toilet paper. Actually,
Hey,
Ooh.
don't disrespect
slam.
Dan Abnett,
Um,
best science fiction author of our generation.
Can we be a little self-aware? Let's do a little self-reflection, right?
Yeah.
How many minutes are we? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
I reckon this is the worst start to the podcast we've probably ever had, and that's fine. And we can
Well-
only go up from here.
Well, last episode it started without you.
That
and
was,
it was
still better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fair.
Yeah, I think actually
Yeah.
me not being here for the first 5 minutes and not playing that game probably would have improved this episode.
Probably
Yeah,
because then there
and
would
then-
only be 5
and then
minutes
you
of
not
garbage
being
instead
here.
of 10.
You know what? If we rocked up now, this might have been a great episode.
So maybe next episode we'll
We
start
shouldn't
with 10
come.
minutes of silence.
Yeah.
That's good.
Let's just not rock up. Oh, no, it's our live show. We should probably attend that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd save a lot of money on flights. if we
Yeah.
just didn't go.
Keelan
That's
can
true.
just go do his first ever stand-up
It's
set,
5 minutes, maybe bomb, and then
or
that's
maybe
it.
get a standing
I'm not
ovation.
going to bomb. I'm going to get a standing ovation.
He's so confident.
I hate the. You know what? Reality is going to come crashing down on you when
I know.
you hold the mic and you hear your voice echo. You'll go, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that,"
Yeah.
and then that'll be it.
You know you can't really see the crowd when you're up there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I stood on stage at Bunbury and did some D's Nuts jokes for the boys. And even that was a
by
little
the
bit
boys,
confronting.
3 people.
Yeah.
And Bunbury
During
wasn't
sound check.
even like
It's a very
venue.
small
Like this is like a
venue.
theater type.
Bunbury was more of a room.
performance. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did do it in front of the sound tech and I didn't know him, so I was getting some experience in.
Baby steps.
I would say the sound tech is probably the harshest audience you'll ever get in comedy.
Oh yeah.
Very rarely do you meet
No.
a sound check that likes the show.
If you can crack a security guard, you've
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah.
Oh damn, they are hard people to make
Yeah.
laugh.
Mhm.
I don't know why every security guard just stands there, stone faced.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, none of this is getting you, really.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like you say
You get
something,
one.
you say something like hella fucked up or something, and then they go,
Oh, pretty good.
Lewis,
Mhm.
20, less than 20 now.
Yep.
Got told this morning, less than 20 tickets left to Melbourne.
Yep.
Actually, by this time, probably
Might
like,
even
because
be
we have to
less
record
than
this
that.
the day before because we're going away tomorrow on
Yeah.
tour. So, whew,
Melbourne's
reckon
actually going to be pretty
Melbourne
big.
will probably sell out.
Yeah.
So the
that's like
Loogies,
200 people. That's
I mean,
awesome.
I'm not surprised. The Loogies are gonna sell out.
Yeah.
So and it's the first annual one. Less than 20 left. So get there, be a part of it, and
Because when that episode gets 1 million views,
Yes.
you know, you'll be able to say, I was
I
there.
was there.
Yeah.
Yep. And so get that lukeandlewis5.com. Also, still tickets for Sydney left tomorrow night,
You know
and
what's really exciting, Luke?
Adelaide and Perth.
Even more exciting than almost 20 tickets left to Melbourne.
Mm.
More than 20 tickets sold to Adelaide.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
That's really
Things
good.
are going very well in Adelaide.
Adelaide actually not dire anymore. It was looking
Actually-
like a state of emergency a few weeks ago.
Actually might be a party.
Yep.
Like we've said it's going to be a party.
Mhm.
We've advertised it as a party. Now we can confirm will be a party.
Probably
And
won't be a rager, but definitely
Oh,
will be a party.
I think it's not about how many people are at the party. It doesn't have to be a Project X
attitude.
situation. It's
Yeah.
how you party.
Yeah.
It's what you do at the party. It's the people who are there.
Yeah.
It's the memories you make on the night.
Yeah.
Yes, after the show, we might have a Hungry Jack's Rundle Mall Whopper run. That's still
Yep.
up for debate. I mean, mate,
On the cards.
that's the type of event that obviously a few people are looking forward to.
Yeah.
And
And a lot of people will just
and
go home.
I will not confirm it and probably till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
when we're heading home. And
We'll see.
if we happen to go past the Hungry Jacks.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If I find myself
Yeah.
in Rundle Mall
Yeah.
holding a Whopper,
So definitely.
then I'm happy to race anyone who wants to challenge me.
Okay, cool. The Great Whopper
But that's
race.
pretty much the only situation I can see it actually happening in.
Yeah.
But also, that situation is seeming pretty likely.
I don't think I've ever seen you in Rundle Mall without a Whopper.
That's true.
It's very, very Luke Kidgel.
Yeah, it is.
review.
Yeah. So come get festive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LukeandLewis5.com for your tickets. Now,
We're not moving on
what?
before we address your footwear.
Oh,
So you
as
were
you'll see.
saying on Tuesday's podcast
Yep.
that you were treating yourself with a
Yep.
little bit of new Nike gear, Nike tracksuit,
Yep.
head to toe. You
Mhm.
reckon you paid a couple $100 for it. Now that
Yep.
was quite a frugal flex,
yeah,
as you called
yeah.
it, I believe,
And do you want to know why? It was a frugal flex, Luke.
because you've
Mhm.
gone out. When did you purchase these?
I purchased these
Online?
the same day as the Nike.
And you didn't tell me
tracksuit.
about these. You omitted this information.
I did. It was a big omission.
Mhm.
But you know what,
How much were these?
Luke?
Ballpark.
Before we get into specifics, you know me. Here's something I say all the
By
time.
the way, there is new shoes, and they, for those listening,
Yeah.
they are a black
Mhm.
Doc Marten, and they look like
Esque.
a moon boot.
Yeah.
They have yellow. It's like, imagine a school shooter with a little bit of flair.
Yeah.
You look like a video game character
Yeah.
right now.
Now, you know me, Luke. This is something that I say every day. I say this all the time. This is one of my mottos. I say it at all my live shows, and I'll say it on the podcast here for about the 30th time. Every man, woman, and child absolutely needs a pair of Italian-made suede hiking boots that they would never go hiking in because they would ruin them,
You
and
say
that's
that
very
at
expensive.
every show.
Every show I say that. I go, welcome to the
I've
show. My name's Lewis Spears, and every man, woman, and child needs a pair of Italian-made suede and leather hiking boots that they would never go hiking in because you would ruin them and they're very expensive. Good night. And that's the whole show. Standing
Now,
ovation every night.
I hope that you continue this legacy of this tour.
Yeah.
Like, I hope.
Okay.
You know, well, just because you said it's your motto.
Yeah.
So I hope you. I mean, I do a lot of shows with you.
Yeah.
Must have missed. I must have walked out when you said
You
that.
probably weren't listening.
probably
You're
walked
probably
out.
outside having a smoke.
Yeah, I don't smoke.
Well, I don't know how you missed it then.
Well, I just anyway. I probably wasn't listening after. Often I tune out during your comedy. But anyway, so the point is,
Yeah.
Lewis has been wearing these around all day. and
They're very cool.
okay, so not only do they look not great,
They're great.
I think
man.
they're honestly one of my least favorite shoes that you own.
Really?
They
You
look
don't like the off-white
ridiculous.
boots? They're great.
They just look.
I'm super
Ridiculous.
happy with them.
You look like a confused hiking tradie
Mhm.
astronaut, weird moon man,
Let me tell you
and
something.
you were walking around today
Yeah.
like a girl drunk after the races wearing heels.
I've got to say,
You can't walk in them.
I've got a lot of shoes. Would you agree with that?
yes,
I wanted
almost-
lots of different types of shoes. These are by far the most uncomfortable pairs of shoes
You're not
I've
having
ever
fun
worn
in
my
them at
life.
all.
I've got blisters. I need to break them in because they're the sole. Touch the sole. They're so hard. Like it's super hard leather. I really got to break them in like Doc
Ow!
Martens.
That's hurting my hand. That's because I have blisters on my hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're also hard though.
They're like Doc Martens. If anyone has any like help on how do I break these in,
Vaseline.
because I thought that I would just be able to walk for
You're
a little
wearing
bit.
mountain hiking socks. You
Yeah.
just have no fashion sense, man. You're
What are you
wearing
talking about?
mountain high. So this is what I can't even describe this. So
Keelan likes them.
Lewis,
I do. They're
Lewis
cool.
has his jeans tucked into his socks.
Yep.
Why?
Absolutely. Showing off the boots.
Right, and then he has the socks coming out about 7 centimeters maybe above the shoe.
Can I
So-
give myself some constructive
We need to
criticism?
take a photo of this.
Not
This
always
is-
going to be wearing these socks. These are the thickest socks I own because the boots are so hard. Thank fuck I'm wearing them.
You
Otherwise,
look
I would
like
have
you're
lost my
actually about
heel.
to go on a hike in
Yeah.
the most uncomfortable shoes
But
of all
Luke,
time.
I would never do that because, as I always say, every man, woman, and child needs
Yes,
a
of
yeah,
course.
and then so on and so forth.
Yeah. Well, I hope you say that at every show because that
Well,
is your motto. And
that
you
is-
said you say it at every
And,
show.
and you know what?
And we're
I
doing
will say that every
3
show.
shows this week together.
Yeah.
And I look
Mhm.
forward to finally hearing your motto on stage because I seem to miss it.
Well,
every
if
time.
you pay attention, you probably couldn't hear it over all the laughter. That's your issue, and all the
Maybe.
applause. And go, whoa, say the hiking shoe thing. Really, the hiking shoe thing is my fog bit.
Yeah, except there's no fans of it. Can't really be fans of a motto.
No, not really. No. But I'm stoked with these. I reckon they'll be really comfortable in 9 months.
It's like there's a person who just just got conceived last night, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna have a whole human baby
Yeah.
in the time that it's gonna take you to even enjoy wearing those shoes.
But the difference is
new human life could actually be formed in the time that these shoes get
but the difference
more
between
practical to wear.
my shoes and that human is there's no way I'll be disappointed with these shoes.
Yeah, and I don't think Matthew McConaughey's gonna punch your shoes.
No, I don't think so. He hurt his hand a lot.
We do
but-
need to talk about. Oh yeah, do you have something else?
I just think that you don't like these shoes because you're absolutely appalled that they weren't made by 9-year-olds.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
disgusted.
That's the one thing about Luke Kidgel is he has to wear things that are made in sweatshops.
Yeah.
These are made in Italy
I
by
will-
adults
I will
being paid a
never-
fair wage.
I will never punch a toddler,
Mm.
but
You
I
will systematically oppress them.
Yes. and that's my motto, and I say that at every show. I say I, Luke Kidgel, will never punch a toddler, but I will systematically oppress them.
Yeah.
And then people go, one more time, one more time, and then people film it on their iPhones because they agree
Yeah.
with me.
I've actually seen Luke walk into a store
Yeah.
and they go, he goes, what type of employee benefits do the manufacturers get?
And they
'Cause if
start
it's
reeling
any-
them off, and I
Yeah.
vomit in my mouth, and I say, sorry, I don't shop at places like this.
Yeah,
This
the-
disgusts me.
the
And I
only-
go to Kmart, and I'm
Mm.
like, oh, $5 tea? That's probably worth $3. I don't know how you're
Bargain.
profiting of that. And then
the only employee benefit that Luke Kidgel is okay with is suicide nets. That's it.
yes, only because they can bounce back in there and
Look
get
at
to
Keelan
work.
laughing like he's not also wearing those same clothes made by those
Well,
kids
yeah,
in his
of course.
Nike hoodie.
So are you.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, yeah.
fucking merch is probably made in a sweatshop.
Oh, it's printed in Australia and anything else I've got no idea about. But yeah.
Yeah. So this podcast, if you really think about it,
Yeah.
I don't know where these curtains were made. We bought these from what?
I think they were $15.
Yep.
So
I
yep.
think this podcast supports the systematic oppression of toddlers as well. So let's put that on the poster from now on. Luke and Lewis supports the systematic oppression of toddlers.
You're right.
Yeah.
And hopefully if this tour goes well enough, we get some curtains from Gucci or something.
Yes. Right. And who makes their stuff? 9-year-olds.
No, adults
11-year-olds.
in Italy. All of the high fashion designers. That's like the only good thing about them is their stuff is made by adults.
Great.
Yeah.
Geez, that shouldn't be the bar.
I know, right?
No, the bar should be a little bit higher than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. Not a lot we can do. Not a joke.
Merch on loosefears.com.
Just a fact.
Yeah.
And I don't know how do we end this discussion.
How about this? Fuck them kids. Or not.
The old Michael Jackson approach.
Oh, that's great. I think we found a really good point with that conversation. Shall we move on now? Yeah.
All right. We do. Speaking of fucking kids and employing people with no benefits, we're actually
Oh no, that's not how we're gonna fucking start it.
we're looking for a new person to work on the Luke and Lewis show.
We're not gonna fuck you, and we're not hiring kids, right, Keelan?
Yeah.
Lie.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we are looking for another editor. Now, what we need someone who's probably working 2 times a week with eventually, hopefully, working 5 once we work up to that. Because as you guys know, you guys are supporting us on Patreon, and we want to grow the operation and get the fuck out of here.
Yes, there's 2 things we want to do. We're already searching, having a look around for new studios that we can record this show in. And the other thing is to get us out of there, we think we need some more help.
Yep, another
Because
person.
obviously this podcast is mistake-ridden at the moment. And I'm not pointing fingers, right? And, well, I mean, video people can see that I am.
Yeah.
But audio people,
people
we're not
wouldn't
pointing
know.
fingers as to whose fault that may be. But the point is, we're not pointing fingers, right? But if we were, it's probably a mutual.
Yeah.
Anyway, we think we can.
We just, the reason why mistakes are being made, it is very fun to blame Keelan.
Yes.
But let's be honest, overworked.
Overworked. Yeah,
Yeah.
and also not everything is his fault. I see people in the comments going like, "Oh, something was spelt wrong on the Luke and Lewis website. Good on you, Keyring."
Yeah, do you reckon he built the fucking website?
And it's like, no, that's more our fault. Slash, there's a touring company and there's a lot of parties that are involved in this operation. And I think people see anything online, a spelling mistake, and go, "Oh man, Keelan's done it again." And it's like Keelan's never touched our website.
Yeah.
I don't think. You've never had anything
I've
to do
never
with it.
done
No.
anything.
I don't think he really knows how to.
Yeah.
And obviously neither do we.
Yeah, clearly we don't either. But
What we thought is we are going to put up a post later in the week advertising how to apply and more specifics. But what we thought we would do is give you guys a little bit of a lesson on how to apply for a job because we have had applications in the past. We get applications constantly. And something that I've learned is you guys or young people in general don't know how to apply for a job.
I don't know if it's like what we're looking for, but we feel like, this is a general thing. Yeah, this is more of a broader
Every
thing.
single
Like,
application
if you're
I've
going
gotten,
to other jobs the same way that you come to us, I can't see you being successful there either.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So here's something that we get all the time. You get an email, or you get a DM and you go, "Hey man, I'm an editor, I'm looking for work." And I'll respond, I go, "Dude, we're actually looking for someone at the moment. Can you send us some previous work and a resume and a little bit about you to this email?" And then I just wait. And this is the email that I get every single time.
9 times out of 10.
"Hey
Just saying.
man, my name's Michael." They're not all called Michael, but let's say they are.
Most of them are. And it's a real problem with Michaels.
We don't hire Michaels.
Yeah, fuck them.
"Hey, my name's Michael. I DM'd you, and here's a little bit about me. Here's something that I made. It's really shit, and I know you won't like it, haha, but at least it's better than Keelan's because he sucks, lol. But it really sucks, and Luke dresses like an idiot, and Lewis looks like a school shooter. And anyway, I've worked for 3 months here, and here's a 30-second role, and
And
Keelan
also,
sucks."
fuck chicken him. Ha 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 ha. Lol. Ha ha. Cool.
Yeah.
Bye.
And when I read something like that, don't even watch their work.
You know why? Because we have to hang out with you all day. if you're gonna work here, and
Guys, if you're applying for a job, you don't shit talk your employers, or who aren't even your prospective employers, and you definitely don't shit talk the guy who you will work with every day, Keelan. And you don't need to try and be funny.
no,
We just want an application.
We're not looking for it. There's no new spot for a comedian on this show. Although I will be running applications soon
Hey!
to replace
Yourself?
No. Yeah, well, look, we need to make a few adjustments,
Yeah.
and perhaps after my opening game, maybe there's people that
There are currently 2
Yeah.
opportunities for
there's
jobs.
there's 2 opportunities running for co-hosts on this show, but that's a different thing. But until then, yes. And also, I think we often misadvertise this role. At least I think I have done in the past. We often say editor. Now, what we really want is obviously someone who with editing skills. However,
Yeah.
that is not the whole job. If you ask Keelan, it is content production.
Yeah,
Is
content
kind of what
production,
we're after.
posting to social media.
Yes.
Eventually coming with us on the road to film live shows.
So it's
cutting
half
into clips.
producing, even though
Yeah.
that may be a foreign world to you all, because that isn't a job that's very common. But obviously, editing is almost the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And then it's like editing plus enthusiastic to learn about other things and a lot of digital stuff.
Social media management
Yeah.
as well. And basically just a guy who can do a lot of shit, or a girl. We're open to hiring women. I'm kidding. It actually would be good to get a girl in here.
Yes.
There's a lot of fucking dudes
Just
around.
a lot of testosterone flying around.
Yeah, we need a little bit of, hey, don't do that energy in here.
Yeah.
And girls are great at
The
that.
girls are great at yeah.
Telling us to slow down.
So just boys, think about that before you do it. Hey, before you throw the key, or hey, before you put the $800 key in the back of Lewis's hood, maybe have a think.
Hey, Lewis, do you really need those boots?
I don't think anyone can talk you out of this shit.
No.
I tell you every time
Yeah.
that I disapprove, and I think
It just fuels me.
sometimes I feel like you do it to spite me.
Yeah, that was that.
Because you're not having fun wearing those, yet
Nah,
you could have
I'm having
taken them
fun
off
now.
to record the podcast,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think you're just wearing them because you're like, well,
Luke
know.
will hate these.
Yes.
I got to say, I was quite disappointed with how on board you were with the tracksuit. You were
Uh,
stoked with that?
yeah, I thought it was a good new vibe for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, because but it was weird.
yeah.
Well, why would I hate a plain black tracksuit?
I don't know.
That's like
You
so.
just seem to hate
so
anything.
No, that's like so vanilla. I was on board with it.
Mm.
These are interesting. Yuck. They got yellow on the bottom.
Yeah, how
Bit
sick's that?
Colorful.
You know what that means? Never go hiking in them because then the yellow will change color.
Oh my god. You have no enjoyment. You don't know how to enjoy nice things. You
Hey.
buy nice things and actually don't know how to enjoy them properly.
Hey man, beauty hurts.
But yeah, so we'll be if you're interested, Luke and
Yeah.
Lewis 5
At
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
That's the email.
Yeah.
Haven't sent it in a while.
We will maybe hold off on
Oh,
sending
Melbourne.
us anything yet because
Melbourne,
we will
by
put
the
up
way,
a post.
if you're in Brisbane or Sydney,
Give up.
this is another thing we send a lot. It's like, oh, I can do it, buy it. No, we're
No,
not
you can't.
boxing files. You can't. You got to
Yep.
be here. So Melbourne.
Yep.
Sick.
Need your
and-
own laptop.
Need your own equipment as well.
Because they're not buying that
And
for you. 'Cause
Probably not that far away from the city
Probably.
because you don't want to live on too far away.
Yeah. We'll work that shit out.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe hold on. Don't send us anything yet. Just get your shit together. Get ready to send it because we'll put a post up because we are looking for
And
somebody.
Be confident in your ability. And this is not a thing if you're applying to us. This is just a thing if you're going for a job soon, right? Any field. Don't talk yourself down in
Yeah, that's
the
something that-
resume.
that's
Happens.
the
We
main
see it all
thing.
the time.
Yeah, we see that all the
I don't know
time.
if we have really self-conscious like listener base, or I don't know if it's us. Maybe
Yeah.
we breed a bunch of. I mean, look, the amount that we
We do abuse them a
yeah,
lot.
we do abuse. We have quite an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
So maybe that is some level of the self-conscious.
No,
emails
but
that we see.
honestly,
also
like,
back
if-
yourself,
If
dude.
you send me a job application and in your cover letter or in your email you talk yourself down, why would I hire you? Because I'm like, oh, you don't even think you're good.
yeah.
So why would I
think you're good?
get that person? It's kind of strange to think that the reason why Keelan stood out was because he just sent me a normal application like it was a job. Like,
But obviously, he turned out to be not very good. But like, but
no, he did a great job.
The confidence at first was what we admired.
Yeah,
So
so-
no, Keelan's great, and we need another Keelan essentially.
Yeah.
It can be a Keeli again,
Mhm.
girls. Is there a female version of
Keely?
the name Keelan? Keely.
Keely.
That's it.
Yeah.
Keelos. Nah, that's Mexican Keelan.
And as we know, Luke doesn't hire Mexicans. All right, so
Although we all know that I do encourage the systematic oppression
Of their kids.
toddlers, not Mexicans.
all right. Well, shall we move on here? We need to talk about.
However, I would encourage Mexican toddlers. If you're over 18 and Mexican, don't bother.
Shall we talk about this, Luke?
The key?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Tisk.
Yep.
Oh.
Took the key home. Yeah.
We received, we have a group chat.
Yep.
It's called the Jeff and Big Spaghetti Fan Club.
Yep. Love that show.
There's only 3 people in the group chat. It's me, you, and Keelan.
Hopefully there'll be 4 soon.
Hopefully 4 soon.
That's
And,
another must. You must love the Jeff and Big Spaghetti show on Nova,
Yes, they are the
which is
best
pretty
live
easy.
show.
Everybody loves those
It's
guys.
not hard to love greatness. And they're our biggest idols, and they've been great to us, and they're
Yeah.
the reason why we do this podcast.
Can you turn your phone off?
Obviously, they're the sole reason as to how we started.
Yeah. And their
Um,
button pusher always has his phone off. They're incredible.
I know. Radio Raheem, so
Yeah,
good.
Radio Raheem is good.
So, Keelan, was it you that threw it in? No, I think Keelan threw it in the group chat.
Yeah.
A bit of a screenshot
Mhm.
from your conversation you had, and
Yep.
Keelan said, "Hey, did you take the key home?" And you replied with, "Oh
Big
yes,
fat yes.
big fat yes."
I did. Now, I would like to.
Do you have a case?
Yes, I do have a case.
Okay, I'd be very interested to hear it because currently
Yeah.
all the evidence is
Yeah.
pointing to you confess you were guilty.
Yeah, no, I confess I took the key home. I am not guilty of any crime. Because, as we all know, it only becomes a crime once someone needs to use the bathroom and they're unable
I
to.
think
Oh, and didn't
you
I
made up this rule afterwards.
No,
Was
no,
that always the original rule?
no, this rule, I was against this rule. This rule was brought in by other parties. Now, I have a photo
Maybe I brought in this
floating
rule.
around. I think this might have been your idea
Damn it.
because, yeah, I think this was your idea. I have a photo
No, but
floating
while-
around of me and Keelan on a plane going interstate, me asleep,
Oh,
while Keelan's taking a selfie holding the key that he took on the plane.
I accidentally took the key on the first leg of the tour, and everywhere we went, I got Dylan to take a photo of me when you went around, so I could.
I had no idea.
I
He
took
hid
the
that
key
from
on
me.
a holiday.
Yeah, and I took it to a fucking day spa, bro. So I got the key. I returned the key before anyone had to use the bathroom. I'm an innocent man.
That's not true because I
Well,
sent you,
Keelan messaged you
I
clearly
sent you the
wanting to go to the
message.
he
toilet.
didn't need to use the bathroom.
and then you said, "My bad, goodbye chair." I said, "Fuck, ha ha ha, all good." I was gonna say,
Did you-
doesn't matter,
were you
I'll
here
just
that
piss in a
day?
bottle, but I didn't want to be that upfront with you.
Did you piss in a
did
bottle?
you piss in a
I
bottle?
didn't piss in a bottle,
Didn't need to use the bathroom
but I
that much.
did
If
really,
you haven't-
really, really need to use it.
If you haven't pissed in a bottle, you didn't really need to go. I've done that
I think
twice. Hey, how about this rule? Every time you piss in a bottle, it's a get out of jail free card. Because you bastards have made me
bastards,
do
I've
that.
never taken it home. You keep including me in it. I'm the only person here that's never committed a crime.
Fine. Keelan, right?
Once there
We're
was
even.
no, we're not.
I'm one bottle down.
The
I've still
last-
got one bottle piss immunity.
The last time
Mm.
the key got taken home technically was your fault because you did take it home.
Oh, in my hood.
No, there was a time after that where I had it in my car, and then
Yeah.
you were like, "I'll take this," and you took it.
That's
home.
right. He
You took
still
it
takes it
home.
home. After the hood catastrophe where I cracked it, he still took it home one day. And I was like, I'll leave it with you. And then I went, nah, I don't trust him. So I took it. So I
You're
saved
making
you.
up
You
your
did-
own rules.
you took
You
it
are
home.
gonna. I reckon there'll be you're gonna have a brutal time reading the sound of section. There's no evidence that suggests it. You're just saying you're making up rules now. Going, oh, if I have to piss in a bottle, that means that.
You guys have set me
Mate,
up.
the past is.
How about this?
I haven't
okay?
set you up. I wasn't even here.
I have a solution.
You confessed, and you literally said, "Oh, goodbye, chair."
No,
say goodbye.
No, because I thought that I wouldn't get it back in time the next day when Keelan had to work. But then I solved the issue by getting Keelan to work from home. I told him it was because it was hot. It was really just because I didn't want to come in the morning
You-
and bring the keys
This
so
is
he
getting
could wait
corrupt
because I
at
had
this
other
point.
shit on.
Because you,
I have a solution, Luke.
What?
I have a solution, boys. And I think this is the perfect solution that will stop us from taking the key home. Now,
we've already put
can you give me the key?
3 key
Yeah.
rings on it.
Now,
It's
these are
impossible
two.
to take home.
These are 2 knobby key rings and then 1 key ring that I was given on tour by a fan. Now, what I think to solve this issue is obviously we thought, oh, if it has key rings on it, we won't take it home because then it's no longer just a key. Guys,
By the way, this
Clearly-
is working. Because no, stop saying
this
guys.
is not working.
Drop the plural. I'm telling you.
Okay, well, it's me and Keelan
yeah,
that have the issue.
You have
okay?
an issue here.
Fair enough.
I'd never do it.
I'll cop that. Now, I have the solution. Obviously, the issue here clearly is not Keelan and I being forgetful and taking it home. The issue is not enough keychains. So, we have a tour coming up. I propose if you have any keychains in your house, bring them to the show and we will have a bucket at every live event for you to drop your keychain in and we will attach them to the key. We've got about 400-500 people coming to the tour. Hopefully there'll be even more if Adelaide and Perth pick up in Sydney. I would like 500 keychains on here and we'll never take it home. What do you think? Good idea?
That's a good idea. So we're
Because
gonna
we'd have to put it in a backpack to
we're
take
gonna
it
have
home.
to drag the key to the toilet.
Yeah. So that's what I propose. If you have a keychain, maybe you got given one by your doctor. Maybe you got given one by Uber on
We'll
the
take
street.
promotional ones.
Yep.
Whatever.
We've got 2 knobby ones. We've got a Lameco one that I was given in Tassie. That gave me the idea. I'm like, this is perfect. If we have 100 keychains on this thing, there's no way we're ever going to lose it. We might struggle finding the key
Yeah.
amongst all the
and
keychains.
then if we have excess ones, Lewis can use it as a seat because he doesn't deserve his anymore.
This
So if-
is my solution, all right?
I mean, it's fine as long as. Look, you know what? I'm happy for you to stay in your chair on today's episode, but if a majority of people in the sound off section, we can do a vote, right? Here's the thing: you lose your chair now for the rest of the episode, and we let it go.
I'll do a vote, and I
or-
would like everyone to know that no one had to piss in a bottle. No one
Fine.
actually needed to use a bathroom,
Keelan
which
did.
was
He
the rule.
Just said he was busting.
He didn't piss. He wasn't busting.
He
He's
should have
lying.
pissed.
He's lying to incriminate me. He's an untrustworthy witness.
No, he was here doing work for you,
Yep.
and you made
Being
him
paid.
uncomfortable.
He was being
the whole
paid
day
to work, not
to
use
be
the bathroom.
uncomfortable. This is basic. This is now becoming a basic human rights issue, which we all know I have no problem with because
Refusing to pay him to use the bathroom is pretty up there with suicide.
That
net.
is systematic oppression of Keelan, and
that's
that
great.
I'm all for. So, look,
Bring your
we can do a
keychains to the
vote,
show.
but I would say if you're not willing to lose your chair now
Yeah.
at one of the live shows, you might have to stand.
Well, no, now everyone's just going to vote because that's funny.
That's another thing I like about this thing I just thought of. You're going to lose.
No, that's obviously the system's fucking rigged against me. Both of you just keep stealing the key and punishing me for it.
I haven't done anything.
I haven't done anything either.
All I did once was smirk when he put it in your hood, and that's the only crime I've committed.
No, you encouraged it.
I fucked
Yeah.
up. I didn't.
You both encouraged it. I've pissed in a bottle in this warehouse 3 times.
Yeah.
I'll lose one bottle.
And maybe that's because you're renting a warehouse in the brothel capital of Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it's life trying to punish you and get the fuck out of here.
How about this?
Yeah.
Instead of voting, everyone bring a keychain and support us on Patreon.
Yeah,
We need to
okay.
get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
But I am
fine.
serious about the keychain. I think that's a great solution.
But next time, right?
Yeah.
Can you agree? If you do it again,
Yeah.
right? This is
Yeah.
a warning.
All right.
But if you, because you've committed a crime and you haven't, right?
No.
You're on probation.
Look, I've committed a
if
crime.
you do it again, double the punishment.
But I'm a victim of my circumstance, all right? I'm living in poverty, surrounded by bottles of my own piss, all right? You've got to give me a chance, Your Honour.
Fine, and you're on probation. But if
Right.
you do it again, right? You're on
I accept.
you're on a good behaviour kind of
Yeah.
agreement.
Mm-hmm.
If you act up again,
Yeah.
you're double time, dude.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Bring your keychains
I won't
to the
even
show.
let you. Not only will I'll like. Not even let you sit on a chair on the show.
Yeah.
When we're trying to edit the shit afterwards, I'm going to make you sit on the floor.
All right. Fair enough. Double or nothing. That's good. Cool. New
speak-
Tesla came out.
Yeah, that's
But
the thing.
first, even better than Tesla's, bro, Nobby underwear is so good.
Yeah.
Nobby.com.au to get the best underwear in the game. $20 a month. Is there any kind of contract that locks you in forever?
No, it's flexible and you can
That's
change
right.
any time. And I think they also would agree with us better than Tesla,
Yeah,
the company.
absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, Tesla's cost you like 40 grand minimum, really.
How much does Nobby underwear cost on your doorstep every month?
$20.
That's affordable.
Cancel at any time. Affordable.
Unlike a Tesla.
Fun designs, comfortable. I would say the fabric of the underwear itself is just as flexible as their $20 a month cancel at any time payment system.
That is true.
Yeah.
You are correct in saying that. And the other great thing about Nobby is you get, they're funky. They're
Oh.
funky as hell.
Yep.
You get a new design every month.
Yep.
And it's, who doesn't love a good surprise?
I love a good
You don't know
surprise.
what's coming,
Yeah.
but every time we're part of the club now, we get new undies every month. And every single time we get a new pair, I am pleasantly surprised.
This is how good the surprise is of finding out your design of your
Sometimes
underwear.
I go, ooh.
Yeah, that's what I do. So I actually did a live opening of the
I
underwear
saw
on the day that I received
an
it.
unboxing.
I got 3 messages from Nobby subscribers going, "Hey man, please don't do these because you ruined the surprise for me." I actually got
People
those
are
messages.
hanging out for the surprise. Yeah. People go like, oh, you're ruining it. That's what I look forward
So
to.
that's how good it is if we promote it too hard, subscribers will yell at us.
Yes.
That's how exclusive
Well,
the club
it's
is.
because it sells itself. Like
Yeah.
really, like we at this point, you guys already know Nobby underwear.
Yeah.
You get that they're the most, they're the most comfiest undies in Australia.
In the game.
They come to your doorstep.
Yeah.
You get that there's zero excuse not to be part of the Undie Club by now.
Mhm.
So really, we don't have to sell them anymore. We
You
just
know.
tell you guys, you
You
guys
have to
really
catch
need
up.
to get your shit together. That's
Yeah.
all we're saying.
What are you guys doing? This is
That's
good.
it.
I like this. Shaming them for not supporting them.
Nobby.com.au.
You pig.
Get your shit together. Huh?
And they're very funky underwear. But here's the thing. They're very funky, but they don't get funky because
Now,
of the fabric. They
there
don't
is-
stink.
Only one thing about Nobby underwear that I'm completely and utterly and morally against. They're Australian-made underwear, and they do not, for some fucked up reason,
man.
encourage the systematic
Come on.
oppression of toddlers. They don't. It's bullshit. I hate it. And you know that goes against my motto.
Yeah.
You've heard my motto. I said it
is-
every show.
And that is true. And you know what else sucks about Nobby They're environmentally friendly. They don't use plastic in
I
their
know.
packaging. You get them, and it comes in like a lovely custom cardboard recyclable
Oh, I'm gonna
thing.
recycle this.
Oh, I hate carbon emissions.
Yeah,
oh,
this is gonna
global
get
warming
wrapped
is
up
real.
around. This is. Oh fuck! The dolphin's probably gonna survive now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Disgusting. But apart from those two huge
Yeah.
issues, Nobby underwear is great. Nobby.com.au. Get them. And then maybe balance it out by buying a T-shirt from Bonds.
Or like a plastic straw.
Yeah.
Choke a turtle out.
Yeah, like don't even use a straw. Just get one from Boost and chuck it into the sea. No? You don't like that one?
We were like
Bit much?
4 layers too far there.
Fourth layer, not approved by Nobby. The other three, not sure. We'll have to ask.
Novi.com.au.
Because who else would let us advertise their brand like that?
Great Australian brand. We
Yeah.
love them. They support the podcast, so support them too. And if we could summarize this, get your shit together.
Yeah, get your
That's
shit
it.
together. All right, so Tesla, the new Tesla's come out. What do you think about it?
I saw obviously we're talking about the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Also came with an ATV
Yes.
as well. Like that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
It was an electric
Don't
ATV.
think you needed
Pretty
an
sure they already
ATV.
exist. I don't think that's anything groundbreaking.
Nah.
The Cybertruck. Look, everyone. Obviously, I've seen the memes. We all
Yeah.
know it looks like how a child draws a car.
Yeah. Well, how a child draws a house and then someone put wheels on it because it's got
Yeah.
that pointy roof.
Yeah, it looks like you know what it kind of reminded me of? Like a weird apocalypse bomb shelter. If
Yeah.
it was a car.
Yeah.
It was just like it reminded. Yeah, I was like, this is something a crazy person would build on a farm and be like,
Yeah.
they can't get us now.
You know what it
like,
actually looks like? Like just thinking,
preparing for the zombies type car.
it actually looks like the warehouse. Like it really does. We've got got
Yeah.
a pointed tin roof. It's all metal everywhere around.
And if you threw something at the window, it would definitely break.
Someone has done that.
Yeah.
It did break.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So that's great. So he's driving like a smaller version of our warehouse.
A lot of people were saying it looked like warthogs from Halo.
yeah.
It 100% did, without a
Yeah.
turret on the back. It lacked the
Well,
coolest
Elon
part.
Musk said that. He just tweeted that today. He said it was inspired by
Halo.
that design. Yeah.
Great. So it is cool, I guess.
Do you like? Oh, do you actually like it? I fucking love it. I
Imagine
think
one of
it's
them
cool.
on the street. It'd be too big to park anywhere. It's just so fucking ridiculous.
That's the only thing
Not
I
a
don't
s-
like is how big it is.
It's so impractical.
Yeah.
It looks huge. You couldn't drive it in a city.
no,
It's only
no way.
appropriate if you had a garage and you're driving it cross country,
Yeah,
off-roading type.
it would be a great truck, but not in the city.
Douchey people who are actually going to buy it are just going to be driving them
Only
around.
city people are buying it for
Yeah,
sure.
because
The
those
problem
people,
is with that thing is that it would only be good like
I don't
off
think
road.
it'll
but there are
appeal
no
to-
Tesla chargers in those areas.
Yeah, also, and it won't appeal to off-road
yeah,
type people. Actually, I was talking to Zach and Isaac on the phone
yeah,
a couple of weeks ago when they were driving between Adelaide and Warrnambool
yeah.
for Isaac's tour, and they were in a place called Keith. Right, just
I've
sounds
been
like,
to Keith.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Zach like
There's a
mid
supermarket and
conversation.
3 bakeries. That's it.
That's it, right? And Zach goes, "What the fuck? There's Tesla chargers here." In
Keith
Keith.
is stepping up.
Yeah,
There wasn't when I was there a few
he goes,
years
"There's
ago.
heaps." He's like, "There's like 8 Tesla chargers here. Like they're ever
Great.
that
It must be
swamped.
halfway between the next one. They must have worked that out.
Does Teslas come with like a map system in the car that tells you
Yeah.
where the next charging ports
I
are?
just had a look
yeah.
online of the maps of where the Tesla chargers are.
Yeah.
There's heaps all over Victoria.
Yeah, you do see them a lot more now.
And is there one in Keith? There's one in Keith.
Oh, have a look at
Doesn't
Keith.
really matter.
My friend Fitz has one, and it's a cool car.
Where does he charge it at home?
Yeah, Keith
Well,
has one.
he lives he lives around Melbourne,
Yeah.
that area. So
There's
he's
heaps.
sweet. There's
So
heaps of them.
where do you go to petrol
And he's
stations
going to install
charge
one
them?
in his house
I
too.
think they just have designated spots.
And
like
how
yeah,
long do you have to
Ballarat.
leave it there for?
Oh, you have to leave it there for kind of a long time, like half an hour, 40 minutes,
So-
but it lasts way longer
So
than a
you
tank.
go like do an activity, like you go get a
Yeah.
coffee while you charge your
Yeah.
Tesla.
Like
That's
when I
how
was
they market it is that
Yeah.
you go grab a bite to eat while you charge.
when I was in LA, some of the places because they're so popular there, they even have like a Tesla lounge.
How expensive is the charge?
Much cheaper than petrol, like way cheaper.
Like $20.
I don't know.
It's like when you own a Tesla at your own house, it's only $2 a night to charge it
Yeah,
Really?
in electricity.
And it lasts how long?
It's like
depending on how long you drive, but
Well,
a
$2
lot-
a day is way cheaper than petrol.
Yeah, easy.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like if you compare it to filling up if you did that every day, it would cost
Well,
you
don't
way
f-
more than
you don't
$2
fill up every day, but you use like
I know,
fill
but
up
if you
once a
did-
week.
Yeah,
So it's usually like that might be $70. So it's still $10 a day is to drive a petrol car,
Yeah.
right? Depending on how much you're driving, but usually about $10 a day.
Mm.
So that's,
Yeah,
that's way cheaper.
I think the truck looks really cool,
So
but
do you reckon-
it is too big.
Because obviously, like 5 years ago, Teslas were a thing that were kind of like, oh, I can't wait for them, and now they're very accessible. Don't often see them here.
No.
I don't really know what they look like. I don't know what to look
So
out
it's
for.
about 500 kilometers for like an average Tesla.
That's a lot.
Seems like they're really big in LA,
Yes. Yeah.
but not big in Australia yet.
No.
How much are they here for like a
I
normal
think
Tesla?
the base model is 40,000, which is like a pretty affordable. Like that's like a normal car.
Just because you can't get them secondhand yet.
yeah.
Who knows what they're going to be worth in like
Yeah.
20 years. You
And
can only
also,
buy them new, really.
You can't autopilot, which I think is a big draw in a place like LA where the traffic's
Do they
horrible.
actually do that?
Yeah. I was
And
in
it's
one.
legal.
Yeah, we were there with Josh and Sam in LA.
Yeah, I was watching.
No
I
hands
was
on the
watching
wheel.
an Instagram story of Andrew Schultz, and did
His
you see
driver
the
was
one?
asleep. I
Yeah.
hated that.
Alex
I hated
was
seeing
asleep behind the wheel,
That sucked.
and they were
I didn't
on a
like that.
freeway,
Yeah.
and everyone else around in the car thought it was just funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, this
Not
is fucked. If someone was like, I'd want them to at least be awake and watching in case something happened.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, in LA when Sam was driving and when he took his hands off the wheel, you could actually feel
The
the
car
difference.
take over.
It was it was so much better than a human driver. Like Sam's not a bad driver, but you just all of a sudden all those little tiny movements that the human hand
Does.
makes of going left and right a little bit
Just
disappeared, and it became like infinitely
did
smoother.
you feel safe? Like when you're going like
no, but I think that's
80k down a road and then you have to brake suddenly, does it do it for you?
Yeah, it does that.
Safely?
Yeah.
That's
it was
wild.
way smoother,
Just
but I
'cause
did
after
not
the-
feel safe just because your
Mentally.
brain goes hands off the wheel. Oh, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would take maybe 3-4 months.
But we trust
to feel
planes,
safe.
and I mean that's human operated. But
Yeah.
we trust train. I mean, obviously, like we already have so much faith in machinery. Like we go on
Yes.
elevators every day that if the mechanics fucked up, could kill us and die.
Yeah.
right. It'd drop in, everyone in it would die.
Yeah.
So it's not that crazy to trust a robot.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, they reckon that even under ice conditions, it's like smarter than a human, and it would be a better driver, which is crazy.
But the new demonstration for the Cybertruck had an embarrassing moment. Everyone
was very
will
funny.
probably already seen it. If you haven't, go watch it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like bulletproof, right? The
Yeah.
silver part, and they
the metal part of
whacked
the car.
it with a sledgehammer, and it got no dent.
yeah.
And then the glass is supposed to be not bulletproof,
I don't
but
know
like
if it was bulletproof.
smash proof.
It's smash proof. Yeah.
And they threw a metal ball at it, and it smashed immediately.
Yeah.
And then I love that the guy doubled down, and
Yeah.
he made it look heaps worse. They go, oh, we'll try the back window.
yeah.
Threw it way lighter,
Yeah,
and it still
went through.
smashed.
Yeah, good, but there was footage of them before the on-stage test
I
doing
reckon
it,
they
and it didn't
weakened it.
break. They must have.
I reckon they shouldn't have thrown at it before, but obviously
Yeah.
you got to test it.
Yeah, that was silly. But what's
Elon
interesting
Musk
is
is so awkward.
I know
He's
he's
like,
too smart. He
uh,
couldn't recover
He
at
could
all.
not. He just didn't know what to say. He didn't have the charisma
Yeah,
to like. Obviously, he doesn't have very good social skills, right? But he didn't have the charisma to recover from something going wrong.
Yeah.
He just went, oh, obviously some room for some minor improvements.
yeah. That's all he could
And
think
it was
of.
so weird.
Yeah,
I
he's
felt
a
bad for
robot.
him.
That guy. He's on autopilot.
He's a human Tesla.
What's interesting is the reason why the car is so angular is that steel they're using is so hard. They can't bend it like you would see on a Porsche, how it's all curvy and shit. Their material can do that. Whereas if they tried to bend this type
It
of
would
steel they're
weaken it.
using, it would break the press that they use to bend. So,
So
it's
it-
stronger than that compression
So
hammer
it
thing.
has to be look like a cube.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why if you look at it,
It just
everything's
looks like a
flat.
car out of a video game,
Yeah.
of a futuristic, like post-apocalyptic video game.
Yeah, I would love if they made that, but like a normal 4-seat car. I think that would
box.
look so sick. Yeah.
I used to be obsessed with those Chrysler box cars as a kid, and
Yeah,
now
they're
I've grown
cool.
up. No, I've grown up and been like, they look like shit.
I like the
You're
old
driving around in a
BMWs
cube.
like that.
It's like a
So
cube.
unsafe though. They're death traps, but they're
Are they?
cool. Yeah.
Why?
They're just old. They
Ah.
don't have like the safety standards that our cars, like modern
Yeah.
cars, have.
I think I don't know. Is there anyone else doing what Tesla's doing just in the electrics? I don't really care about the auto driving stuff, But like in the electric field, I know Hyundai are doing like a half.
I think it'll
There's
be
half cars at the moment, right?
the reason why Tesla is winning is they've created the industry essentially and the demand.
So it's
But
like
it could
Apple.
be like Netflix and Disney Plus. Like Netflix created streaming as a mainstream thing, and then Disney Plus watched them for 10 years
So
or
do you reckon
whatever, and then just threw money at it and
the
did
Disney
Disney
car
Plus.
There'll be like the Amazon car.
Yeah, I reckon
Apple
it'll be
will
something
probably
like that.
make a car, the
Probably.
iCar.
Yeah,
That is not a
They've
stretch at this
registered
point.
that.
No.
They've what is it?
patented.
Patented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever that is, a model or outlines for a car.
Who has?
Apple.
The iCar.
Of course.
Are they actually going to call it an
I
iCar?
don't know
Of
what they're
course
going
they
to call
are.
it, but I know they've
course
got
they
the
will.
patent for
You
it.
probably have to replace it every 2
The
years.
iMobile, and then it would just fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, Apple still have my laptop. It's been 9 days now. They've had it. I'm going to
Didn't
call
they
them
say
again.
2 days?
They said 5 to 7.
Yeah.
They called me 5 in, saying it's going to be another 3. It's
Yeah.
since been 4,
Yeah.
and I haven't heard anything back.
Awesome.
Sick. It's a good thing that my job doesn't rely on that. So if you're waiting for a video on my channel,
Keep on waiting.
keep on waiting because I can't edit. It sucks.
Yeah. But what I loved about that is Elon is a genius in how they raise the money, because to make one car is whatever, to make fucking
Wasn't it
1,000 or 10,000
$150
cars.
Deposit.
Yeah. So they just did a $100 deposit with you didn't actually have to buy it. The deposit was not refundable, I don't think, but you didn't have to commit. So he's tweeted out 20,000 people have put down the deposit.
I know
That's like-
2 people have done it.
You can't get it here though.
You could put down a deposit.
Yeah, actually I did look at that, but you can't
Well,
get it sent
one of the
here.
guys from Nobby put down a deposit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how he's going to get it.
200,000 people.
I don't know.
Oh,
and-
200,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, not 20,000.
No, it's.
And that's like $200 million, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
I saw a
In
few
like- in
people
what, a
posting
week?
about it, unless they're joking. But like, a few people like had confirmation received. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, why the fuck are all these people buying these $40,000 cars? Then I realized, oh, it's a deposit. I didn't
And,
know.
and
about
you know
the
what else I
deposit
did?
thing.
I thought? I had the thought, because
How-
I looked at the website, and I had this thought, I could put down the deposit now, and I reckon in 3 years, when they want the money, I could probably save up for that. I had that thought, and I bet so many people thought that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they don't, because
It's only
they've
it's
got 200
$100
million to begin production. It's genius.
So how are they? Yeah, right. Do you reckon? But didn't they land in a real bad spot financially after the launch of the first one?
Yeah, but I think they're coming out of it now.
Because Elon Musk is personally rich, but the
Yeah.
company Tesla was in negatives for ages. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? The actual company was running at a loss for.
I think America and Australia
what
are
I
running at a loss as countries. Like, we're in deficits,
does
aren't we?
Most of those companies have never made
Happen.
a profit. Like Uber still hasn't
Yeah.
never made profit. YouTube
Netflix
You
hasn't.
know
hasn't.
why?
YouTube.
Because they paid fucking Kim Kardashian $2 million for an Uber Eats ad. Did you see that shit with Sharon, with Magda?
No,
Well,
I
what's her
didn't-
name?
Oh,
Sharon from
I
Kath
didn't know
and
that
Kim.
Kim Kardashian did one too.
Yeah, so Sharon, is that her name?
Yeah.
on
So
the
the
show
Australian
it is.
comedian. I forget her name.
No,
She's
her
really,
name's
really
Magda,
funny.
Magda Sabansky.
Magda Shabansky. Yeah,
However
she's
you say the
hilarious,
last
right?
one. Yeah.
She played the Sharon character from Kath and Kim on this. Have you seen this new Uber Eats ad?
No, I haven't seen this.
I was Kim K is on an Uber Eats Australia ad, and everyone
Fuck,
is
they're smart.
thinking, "What the fuck?" And I read this article about people trying to predict how much she got paid for it.
Yeah.
And her figures of just her social media posts are obviously insane, like ranging from 500,000 a post. She has 153 million followers.
Crazy. And
So-
they all really care about what she does.
And that's just a post.
Yeah.
For her to actually align herself with the brand and film it like a
Leave
day
her
of,
house.
it would have been like
Yeah.
an afternoon of filming this ad.
millions.
Do you want to
easy.
watch it?
Dude, it would have been, yeah, you can get it up now. It's weird. It's not even a good ad. Hang on, Lewis is playing it now. We'll can we chuck it up or
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen.
might get copyrighted?
Hey Kim, what are you gonna have? Tonight, I'll be eating a chicken schnitty with chips.
They got her to say chicken schnitty.
Nice. Kim, I don't mean to be rude, but it's actually pronounced nice. 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 N-I-C-E, nice. 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 Like ice. I like you.
Not good.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Fine lime slice.
Okay, now I'm.
I literally have no idea what you're saying. It's Queen's English.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's great.
But
can
But
tell
it's
like-
Kath and Kim.
Yeah.
You can
That's
tell
the
they're
dope.
not
It's
even
a
in the
Kath and Kim
same
joke.
room though.
Yeah, they're clearly
Oh,
not in the same room when they're
true.
filming that.
I didn't think of that. No
There's-
shit.
So it cuts to the shot between Magda and Kim, obviously.
So
and-
both of them were like, "Yeah, I'll do it, but I don't want to hang out with her."
Yeah, legit.
Both of them said that.
One would have been filmed in America, one would have been filmed in Australia. Each shot.
That's so smart. That's such, that Uber Eats campaign is like some of the best marketing because they got like Hamish and Andy to do it. They just got. It's like they paid someone who really understood
Oh, they get
Australian culture. Like,
get
what did
more
everybody
people.
like in the 90s? And then they just paid everyone who was big in the 90s. Like the 90s and the 2000s. Like Kath and Kim, Hamish and Andy. They've got fucking, who's the singer?
Oh,
Jimmy Barnes?
Yeah, they got heaps of Australian people. I was reading the list of all
Rebel
the people
Wilson.
they've got
Rebel
to endorse
Wilson?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane. I don't know. And getting back, this is why they're not turning a profit.
Yeah.
They're going real hard on the marketing.
Yeah.
And there's so much competition where I'll know people who are like, obviously people go, let's get Uber Eats. And then there's so many people like, oh no, I've got, what's the other one?
Menulog?
Ola,
Menulog and
Menulog.
I've used a bunch of other services.
Yeah.
They're just as good.
Yeah.
Deliveroo, whatever.
Well, they're all the same delivery drivers. They all have all of the apps in their
Yes.
phones too. They
That's
just
why it
accept
doesn't
whatever.
matter. Obviously, Uber is like the one where people go, let's get an Uber. But then
Yeah.
sometimes that literally means, oh, let's just get someone to drive us from here to here.
Yeah.
Someone will go, let's get an Uber. And before I've just hopped in a cab.
Yeah.
But I've just said, oh, we'll get an Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, they have definitely coined the leading, like, it's kind of like Macca's. Like, at the end of a night out, people go, oh, let's get Macca's. And
And
that can
yeah.
mean, let's get
KFC.
KFC or Hungry
Yeah.
Jack's.
It just means, oh, let's eat like animals.
Yeah, let's be fucking pigs.
Yeah.
And so they have kind of coined the phrase
Mm.
Uber is like so well known at this point that it means a thing. But why haven't they turned a profit? That's insane.
Because they spend so much. It's like
I heard they don't even pay their drivers properly
I
anyway.
don't know. If you
Yeah.
if you think like if you're Tesla, right? So Elon Musk is in charge of Tesla. If I'm like Tesla and I run the company, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to pay Lewis Spears $50 million to be the CEO of Tesla.
That'll
Do I give a fuck if
Likely.
my company actually makes money? I'm making $50 million a year and I own Tesla. I don't care if my company turns a profit. Like, as long as I
Yeah.
can keep it running to a point where I can keep my wage,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I know. But I'm saying that's the thing. It doesn't seem like Tesla doesn't seem like it's a very successful business model.
Yeah, I
seems
guess
like
they're banking on that it will
really
be.
takes off.
But the problem is like the Disney
They
Plus
are making
thing.
them affordable, and that's the problem. They seem expensive to make, and they
Yeah.
are quite affordable. It seems like a really affordable luxury car,
Yeah.
which is bizarre.
Because
There's a reason
everyone's
why
like,
Ferraris,
oh wow, a Tesla, but like you would never go, oh my god, a Honda Civic.
but they're
It's
they're
the same.
almost the same price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
It is interesting, but I think a lot of companies are banking on the industry catching
And
up
also,
to
they're
them.
not all 40,000. That's the base model. If once
Yeah.
you start getting add-ons, it's $7,000 if you want the auto thing.
which everybody wants.
Adds up to 70, 80K very quickly. I think if you
Yeah.
want a good
I think
Tesla.
so.
the base model for the most recent car, whichever one
Yeah.
it is, was 140. I just looked it up.
Wow.
Right.
That's nuts.
Australian.
So it's
Australian.
for like rich people still.
Yeah, still. But yeah, I think they're all just waiting for the industry to catch up. So,
So that's
Tesla's
Luke
like,
and Lewis on Patreon.
get a Cybertruck to share.
Get a Cybertruck to throw shit at.
But I think it's like that. It's like Netflix. You know, Netflix is like, oh, we'll be profitable when everyone's onto the streaming game. But then Amazon Prime started
Yeah.
and Stan started and now Disney Plus, and now Netflix is probably like, fuck, what makes us different? You know, what happens
Netflix is fucked.
when all of the car companies get on board?
I watched the first 3 episodes of Mandalorian.
Mm.
So good.
Yeah, my brother got Disney
It's
Plus.
so good, and it's
Yeah.
almost as good as it's better than the last Star Wars movie they released.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like that one.
It does look really good.
It's like the most Star Wars thing since
Awesome.
the original trilogy. It
Oh,
feels
that's
very
good.
Star Wars, and it's
the newest ones didn't. They felt
yeah,
Disney.
They felt like a Pirates of the Caribbean adventure type film.
Yeah.
You know, lots happening, but a lot of lasers and
You
it's
could
cool.
tell
I
that
like it.
10,000 people helped make the newest ones,
Yes.
and no one really got what they wanted.
This feels like people who really like Star Wars are making
Yeah.
it. But the problem is, I think a few people have been like, "Oh, it's a little bit slow," but it's like, yeah, you're
That's a
comparing
TV
it to a
series.
Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
It's a TV show. I thought Game of Thrones was slow for the first 8 episodes.
Yeah,
Really didn't get hectic till end of season 1.
yeah.
And it's got a slow build. So if you push through the first 2 episodes, episode 3 is
That's kind of
lot
normal
of
for a
action.
series. It's always like the
Yeah.
first 3 are kind of slow, and then once you
Once
finish
kind of
3,
get to
it's
know
like
the
there we go.
characters, and then the story like starts to evolve, and you're like, okay, I'm hooked now.
But I had a
I'm
look
keen.
on Disney Plus, and Mandalorian's really interesting.
Oh.
But the other stuff just looks like so
Platform shit.
kiddie. Like it would
Great
be
for
great if you were a
families.
parent. That's what it's, and that's a bigger demographic than
Families
us.
and dorks is
Yeah.
the appeal.
Because at the end of the
That's
day, like Luke and I were talking about it. We drove past a billboard and we're like, "Oh, look, a Disney Plus billboard." And then both of us went, "Oh, we've seen every single thing they're advertising like multiple times."
Yeah, like they're
It was
advertising
Toy Story, Monsters
Woody
Inc.
and Buzz Lightyear on the billboard, and I'm like, yeah,
I know
need to
those
I
characters.
don't need to see it again.
Yeah,
In 12
Right.
months, though, when they have all the Disney Plus only shows, that's when people like you will.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
the originals. That's the thing, and I'm
But
on
even
there
then, the-
currently for the one original, the Mandalorian one. The only reason why I got it, I'm not on there to watch fucking reruns of Wizards of Waverly Place and
Yeah.
Hannah Montana.
But that's why
Like-
I think for me, I think I still like Netflix because I think they're still going to make stand up. They're still going to make like
Yeah.
The Punisher was incredibly violent.
It's
Even
very
though
Disney.
Disney owns Marvel, do you think they're going to have
No.
a series where a guy literally beats a dude's brains out with a weapon?
No.
I don't think they're going to do that.
No, the only oppression that they encourage is the merchandise.
This is
Systematic
good.
oppression
Yeah,
is Disney's
that
kind of vibe.
children make, and then they go, "Don't play with it. You're making it."
Yes. That's it. That's Disney's vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then they put a
and
little.
that's why you like the Mandalorian.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Can I say, I put this on Twitter and I'll say it again. If I saw Baby Yoda on the street, I'd treat it like a crunchy leaf and cross the road to step on it. Hate Baby Yoda. It's just like those fucking porgs just to sell merch, right? That's all Baby Yoda is to sell merch. And I'm correct. They kept all the Baby Yoda merch a secret so that they could sell it for Christmas. He's merch. Fuck that Baby Yoda cunt. I will step on him in my brand new boots. That's the only thing I'll step on in these boots is Baby Yoda.
Now, this is, I agree with you in the sense that obviously it's to sell toys. Everything Disney do is, it's a merchandising company.
Yep.
It's a theme park company. It's pretty
not
much
a
not even a
movie
movie
company.
company anymore.
No.
But your comments stink of someone who hasn't seen the
Oh, I
show.
haven't seen it. I've just seen the GIFs.
Baby Yoda is the key plot
Mm.
of the show. So it's not like the Porgs where they go, put him in for 3 scenes.
Yeah, and then sell plushies.
I would say he's the second main character.
Okay.
And essential,
Hang on.
essential to the arc of the plot.
Is the Mandalorian trying to kill Baby Yoda?
No,
Ah, boring.
even better.
What?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil it for people.
Baby Yoda's trying to get stepped on in my new boots? Because I'll watch that. I'll be in that. I'll be the lead.
But yeah, no, it's not like they've thrown him in. They've made him hella fucking cute
Yeah.
for the purposes of selling toys.
Yeah.
But they haven't chucked him in like the Porgs. It's not
Okay.
a similar thing.
Because that's what I haven't seen it, but I will watch it. That's what when I saw all of these fucking like balding 30-year-old dudes posting Baby Yoda gifs,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they've fucking done the Porg thing again.
No, it's not like it's one scene and it's like, oh, and also Baby Yoda. That's what I thought it was. From viewing it online, if you haven't seen the show, I
Yeah.
rolled my eyes. And then I watched the show and I was like, oh no, quite essential that
Okay.
Baby Yoda's
All right.
in there.
Okay. We'll
Otherwise,
see.
there wouldn't be much of a storyline here.
I'll let you know. I'll watch the Mandalorian
You'll agree.
episodes and I'll get back to you.
He's an essential character.
Okay, cool.
There's like only 3 essential characters in the show. Baby Yoda's one of them.
Good. I hope
Um,
you get stepped on in episode 4.
Now this podcast is going to go for a long one. It's going to be a long one.
Oh, we've been going for an hour.
Yeah.
Great.
We do have a couple more things to discuss.
Mhm.
We can leave that couple of things till
Yep.
maybe the live episode or something. Last night, Lewis and I went to shopping.
I'll get it.
We did that here.
Oh, they're here. Okay.
Keelan, you don't know about this, but obviously this end of year tour
Yeah.
is festive for multiple ways.
Very festive.
Keelan and I are going to get a little bit festive with you guys, right?
Mhm.
Having a few beers. We're happy to cheers a bunch of people
Yep.
who support our show.
We're looking
you know?
for key rings.
Yep. Well, look,
If you have a Christmas key ring, I'd love one of them.
great. And obviously, we want to have fun on this tour.
Now
don't
we've
we,
gone
Keelan?
to we've got a Maya suit bag here, Keelan.
Yeah, I can
and
see.
now obviously, what do you do when you have a special occasion, a festive occasion? You dress up, don't you?
I know it's going to be something good because it's Maya.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
By the way,
You guys
Before we
thought that
reveal
we were
this-
going to waste our Patreon money on things
No.
that are non-essential. This is what we're spending your money
We
on.
deem this a very essential expense of the tour, and I
Yep.
think people will agree. Now, Keelan,
Yep.
these, before we open them,
Mhm.
did come at quite some expense.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
what we're looking for here is a thank you, because we've bought one for you as well, and you don't have to pay for that. That's on us.
Yeah, this is a business expense.
This is a Christmas bonus for you,
but not
really.
just a thank you, Keelan. Would you be prepared to work for free for the next 3 months?
to pay it
No,
off.
no, absolutely not. But I'll wear the outfit.
Okay, I'll accept a thank you.
No, it's not that expensive.
If he did work for free for 3 months, we would make an insane profit. But these are still very expensive. We didn't go to fucking Gucci and spend like $10,000 on suits for everyone.
Although we were walking
We did
around
walk past
Chadstone,
it.
Lewis had the idea, and I said, "No, we're not going in there. You're going to get silly."
Yeah.
And then, and then he goes, "Well, what about next tour?" Then I said, "We'll rediscuss it next year."
Yeah, we'll see how well this one goes.
Yep. But what we have done is we wanted to get a little festive. We were also thinking we'll get some party shirts because obviously it's the end of year party tour, right? We want to
Yep.
celebrate with you guys. The Loogies is yes, it's an award show. It's also a bit of a party, a bit of a celebration. Grand opening ceremony, Brisbane. That's a party. Adelaide, Perth, party. Sydney. It's one big party.
Yeah.
But it's also nearing close to Christmas time.
Yeah.
And it's also hot.
So
So we put all these little things into a little computer, right? We're like, we want
we did
to
take
look
the computer.
formal. We want to look
That's how Luke
nice.
broke it. He dropped it in Maya.
Yeah.
Trying to do calculations.
we put all these little calculations in. We're like, we need to look formal, but we can't look too formal. It's a party. We need to look festive. It's nearing Christmas. We're like, how do we combine all these elements that we want to include in our tour into an outfit? And Keelan, we came up with this.
It's time
Presenting
for Christmas suits.
the festive
Oh, it's
party
Very festive.
Australian summer
Ties
suit.
included. This one's yours, Luke.
With ties.
This one's mine. So
Uh,
it comes with ties.
Mhm.
Now, for those watching, obviously they can see them.
This one's mine. This one. We got a red one here.
Now, they're obviously not matching. We wanted to get themed ones. Each
Yeah.
have our own individual suit. And they're
Oh,
also,
they're
they come
proper
with
suit
shorts.
jackets.
Yeah, they're suit
They're
jackets.
shorts, so they're not
and
even
shorts.
pants.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're,
Yep.
because it's going to be hot next week. We're going to Queensland, so we wouldn't want to be underdressing. Sorry, overdressing.
Might be the only time anyone sees me in shorts is these festive outfits.
Yes.
that's incredible.
And Keelan,
And then Keelan, well, so I've got the red one. Luke has the blue one. Keelan, we decided to get you the green one. Hey?
how do you
love
like that?
Yeah, what do
That's
you reckon?
awesome.
We thought that you would like this one the most because it's got some food on there. Candy cane.
Candy canes on it. You can. It's not edible though. Don't start munching your blazer. Again, these did come at quite some expense.
$130 each.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty expensive. So there goes half of this month's
It was
support on Patreon.
It was $400 in total.
Yeah,
For these.
so
And
if
now
you thought
look-
we were going to waste your money on things we didn't need, you would be dead wrong.
No, think again, because these are very necessary. We need
Mm-hmm.
to look great on stage for this tour, and we'll be wearing these at every show
Yep.
across the tour. So if you're coming out, you'll
Keelan will be wearing them at the airport.
Yes, that was the agreement. So
Yeah,
obviously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously?
Yeah.
yeah. So obviously, like you've got a free suit out of this. You're welcome, by the way. You can
Yeah.
thank us. You still haven't thanked us yet.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
just
Thank
need you to show your appreciation by wearing it to the airport.
So tomorrow at the airport,
Yeah.
I rock up with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You
great.
do it.
It's not even December. That's great. So that's
You're
fine.
gonna-
You don't have to pay for it, but you do have to wear it every time we fly.
Okay.
That's great.
Fuck. These are very. By the way, we tried these on.
Yeah.
And we think we've got the size
The
right.
sizes are all
The
wrong.
sizes are so wrong. Like
Like I'm a 34 in the waist. This is like a 40 that I'm wearing.
I'm like a 30, 32 in the waist. and
38.
These
We
are
got
mine
you
are
a 40. We think
38
it'll
or
fit you.
36. So they're all wrong.
Yeah, but
These just fit me and they're a 36. So we got you like anyway, whatever. That's
we'll
why
sort it out at the airport.
I randomly called you. I literally randomly called Kellen yesterday. I was like, "What's your?" Didn't say anything. I was
Yeah.
like, "What's your waist size?" He goes, whatever you said." And I was like, "Cool, bye." And you would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
are
and
they
my,
doing?
my waist size is 34. Like, bring a keychain, bring a Gucci belt, whatever you feel at the time. I'll be happy to accept at the shows.
Oh right, you're not. No, hang on. You're not requesting.
I'm not
belts.
requesting. I'm just saying if you have one lying around,
We're
I'll.
not requesting gifts.
What do you mean? It's
'Cause
Christmas.
We love it. So we're giving back to these people by putting on some great celebratory
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. I mean, they could bring a voucher. If they're not sure which belt I'd like, they could bring a voucher. They're about $550. If you want to bring a Gucci voucher, that's fine. It's up to you.
Alright. So yes, we will be wearing these on tour. We're very excited for it. We leave tomorrow actually on
Yep.
tour, so Keelan, you can be wearing these. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
And we think it's a white T-shirt because it didn't come with a shirt. So we're thinking white T-shirt underneath
yeah,
for us so that we kind of match
no
that
white
way.
shirt because
White
they're
shirt?
collars. We have to have a collar to put the tie around. I was thinking about this.
Okay.
What a plain white shirt.
do
Do you
have
have
a
a plain
white
white shirt, Keelan?
I can buy one.
Oh God, you don't have a plain white shirt? No.
Oh, that fits you.
the
That's
collar?
good. Jeez, mate, you're going to look great at
Well,
that.
you
in
look
the-
great.
in the fucking.
Oh, easily we're
departures.
trying to punish you. You look so good.
I look great.
He does look good.
God
That's
damn.
great. Don't show anyone. That's a surprise. We will be posting stories from the airport of.
Keelan on a Jetstar
Oh,
flight.
it came with stuff in the pockets.
They
What are
did
all
one.
of
I was
these?
Pretty pricey.
Flyers. Why do I have 30 flyers? I guess these were supposed to be displayed.
Great. Anyway, guys, we'll see you at the live shows. Get there if you're in Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne, and Adelaide, Perth next weekend. We'll also be wearing these. It's going to be a party,
Uh huh.
and don't throw them everywhere because
I'm just handing out flyers to the listeners. So we'd love to see you there, guys.
and it means a lot for those people who've already got tickets. We can't wait to hang out with you all. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. We haven't talked about this. Lewis probably won't come, but look, I'm always keen for a sesh after the shows.
I'm not going to any kind of
No,
theme
I'm not
park.
going to your shit. No, it's fine. I'm just saying after the shows, if
Okay.
people want to go out for beers and stuff, it's the one time after a show that I'm happy to come. Right
And,
on this
and
tour.
I'll,
I'm
I'll
getting
have,
festive.
I'll
Keelan's
be
happy to
there.
come.
I'll be there with my book. I'll,
Yeah.
I'll come for a fat read and then I'll leave
This
after
is just
7 minutes.
we want to celebrate it with the people who are
Yeah.
make this show possible, and obviously take these flyers. Great. See ya.
Bye.